as we're going into New York City, and this is the Holland Tunnel, so I need to pay. So let's see how much this is, how much damage. Oh, I think I just take a ticket. This is like the worst. What the hell? Okay. All right. That's like the most gnarliest toll booth ever. All right, I think I'm on Staten Island. I just crossed over that big bridge. So I'm gonna go to the ferry port and then look for parking around the ferry port and just leave my van for the day. And I'm going to ride my bike through New York City. I've already lived in New York and I've already been to New York I don't know, over 20 or 30 times. Many times. And I've done all the touristy stuff, but it's always a fun city. Always fun to find new themes. Like the last time I was there was for 8 hours in 2019. And I think we just did food origins and drink origins. So we went to places where stuff was invented supposedly, and so that was kind of a fun theme to do, is to go to the Waldorf. Well, the Waldorf was closed at the time, but to get a Waldorf salad, to go where the martini was invented. I mean, it's silly stuff like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go find paid parking. There is street parking, but I'd rather do paid parking, just so I could, not have to worry about it, and then then take the Staten Island ferry over to New York and then ride through New York. So I'm going to do a trail from Battery Park, from the ferry terminal up past Statue of Liberty. Well, you can't ride your bike to Statue of Liberty, but I'll see it. I'll go through Battery Park, One World Trade Center, and then I'm just going to kind of make my way through the city on my bike up the Hudson on this established bike path into New York City and into Central Park, and then do a loop of Central Park. So I don't know, it should take quite a while, just kind of spend the day in New York. And then that's it. That's pretty much all I'm doing. And there's street food, so if I want to get a street dog or a street pretzel or something, I can just buy food on the side of the road. So always fun. But yeah, I've never actually been to Staten Island, so this is a first for me. So it's very commercial. I mean, they've got all the restaurants and Walmart and stuff, so it just looks like your regular town. But I'm gonna go figure out where to go, because I'm not quite entirely sure. All right, there's New York ahead. There's a garage, which I cannot park in. He said there's a lot down here as well. So I'm gonna go down and see. There has to be some kind of open air. There's no way it's just only low vehicle parking. That's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, this might be it. This might be all I have a choice for. There is a high roof. Stop. I don't know. Yeah, this is not, you can't access it. So I don't know. Let me ask this woman in here. Sorry, I look very disheveled this morning. So let me come out here. Hi, the police officer said there was a lot down here, but it's a garage. I can't park. So can I park on the street today?
Yeah, you can.
I can?
Yeah,
okay.
you're
So
probably better off to go down and go to the right, or sometimes they have some openings in front. The cops don't usually bother.
oh, I saw some open spaces by the park that goes along right up here. There's a walkway. Is that okay to park along there?
Yeah, you should be there.
Okay, cool.
Sunday, it's you came cross country with this?
I go into every state, yeah.
Wow.
So I live in Texas, but I'm traveling to every national park in every state. So now this is the fun stuff to I'm gonna ride my bike through New York today.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah, so fingers crossed.
Right, let me get that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's like driving a brick. I haven't been here in years, so
Okay.
all right.
Make sure your bike's locked down, all right?
Yeah, everything's locked. Yeah, I'm taking one and leaving the other. So all right, thank you.
Good luck to you.
All right, thanks. She was very nice. Oh my God, what do I look like? Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here, and there's police everywhere because this is a port. So can't imagine 9/11. I'm going down that rabbit hole because it's almost September again. But I cannot imagine watching the World Trade Center from over here. It's incredible. So yeah, so I can park down here on the street for the day. It should be perfectly fine. I'll just lock up the bikes, double lock everything, and that should be fine too. It's a hardtail, so I don't think anyone's going to bother it. So let's park. Let's see what the parking restrictions are. Okay, I will get with you when I'm parked. Okay, so I'm going to ride my bike through New York City. So I have my Get Up, sun protection, gloves, sunglasses, face protection, reflective vest, which will do nothing in New York City. They'll still aim for me. Helmet, always a must. And over here I've got my bike lock, just in case, my heavy duty lock. I've got my holder for my phone, which will get very hot very quickly. It's going to be very hot today. Beautiful day, blue sky, sunny. And then I've got this little holder that has my wallet, keys, chargers, extra phone cords and things like that. So yeah, so I'm just going to go into New York City for the day. It's already getting quite late. It's already 10 o'clock. So I'm on Staten Island. I'm parked on the street. It's free on Sunday. So I should be fine. I have secured my bike as much as I can. I don't think anyone's going to mess with it. So yeah, so that's it. So let me just close everything up and let's ride down to the ferry. So the ferry is free, which is fantastic. So I haven't taken the Staten Island ferry since, oh gosh, like 1999. So it's been 24 years since I've been on the Staten Island ferry and it's still free. So that's awesome. So let's go into the city. It's been a while. It's been 4 years since I've been in the city, but it's been 24 years since I lived here, and I've been in here in between. And I've never ridden my bike, so there you go. This is super fun. I can see the city. Oh, this is awesome. I'm so grateful. I can do this. What else do you do on a Sunday? Ride through New York City. All right, so after carrying my bike up the stairs, I got to go to the river dock over here and get on the ferry. So Staten Island ferry, train, bus, and taxi. Okay, so I'm walking through with my bike. See, I could live here. Actually, I really do enjoy New York City, but it was so expensive, I ended up moving to Japan. Okay, for bikes, I've got to go downstairs. I go to the end to the elevator, and the cop was like, the accents are strong here. It's funny. I love it. It's like so American, so New York. Actually, it's Staten Island, but anyway, they have a whole different accent up here. So down here to the elevator, and okay. So I just go downstairs. Ooh, New York pizza. I am looking forward to eating some street food today. That is what I want. Okay, I see bicycles. Oh, there we go. I have a whole special area. That's cool. Look at that. All right, so the drug dog has to check your bag. You don't have to open it. And then you have to wait in this holding cell, kind of like a Children of Men. Have you ever seen that movie? So I'm basically a Fuji, and this is the bike waiting area. That's really cool. So I just have to wait for the ferry now. And this is my waiting area, so I can put my bike over here and sit down. That's really cool. All right, so I'm gonna ride from here all the way up, well, no, from here all the way up through Central Park and maybe go a bit further. The bike path goes all the way up the Hudson. Yeah, so we'll just see. We'll just ride around, maybe go to see some sights. That'll be great. Bike shops, that's awesome. All right, so these run every 30 minutes. So it's 10:15 right now, so we've got 15 minutes to wait. But yeah, so this whole waiting area is for all the cyclists. And they don't know which one it's gonna come in. But when it comes over, they'll just take me over to go on the thing. So we have to go downstairs. But this is great, and there's a bike map, cycling shops and all that stuff. So I took a photo of it just in case I end up getting a flat tire. But let's see what else it says here. Oh, it says all the different things you can bring on. Driver's license, mopeds, e-bikes, scooters. So what's funny is we all have these big ass locks, like all of the vehicles and the bikes. And this one's really pretty, all the flowers. It's very pretty. And yeah, he's got the heavy duty lock, but nothing beats the one in Amsterdam when I went there and I rented a bike, and it was literally like the biggest chain I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so the rules are exercise caution, yield to pedestrians, stop at all red lights and stop signs, ride in the direction of traffic, stay off the sidewalk unless you're under 13, use a white headlight at night, so that's fine, don't need that, use a bell to signal presence, I have a bell, and do not wear more than one earphone while riding. I don't wear any of that anyway. So yeah, cycleize. There are 175,000 New Yorkers who are blind or visually impaired. So just, you know, be careful. You don't have the right of way as a cyclist, ever. So just stay on the bike paths. But yeah, you can ride on the roads, everything. There's like, but I'm gonna try to go up the Hudson and then over to Central Park and then just kind of make my way through. But I wanna hang out a lot in the southern part and like just kind of go through the neighborhoods. I would like to get a Cronut if I'm able to lock my bike up and go into the Ansel Bakery and get a donut that is made out of a croissant. it is delicious. So that is what I'd like to do. Unfortunately, it won't last until I get home. I'd love to get Harriet one. So next time I go through Vegas, I'll have to go to Caesars and go get her one, but they're delicious. Okay, we're going up to the ferry now. It's about 5 minutes before it leaves, so I'm just following all the other cyclists. This is fun. All right, so there's New York. I'm gonna sit all the way at the end because I think we get off at the end here. That is awesome. Oh, this is so fun. All right, so everyone's just kind of parking. I'm gonna park my bike. I don't want to take up seats, so I'm going to park my bike. I'm going to sit over here. Okay, it's not very busy today, so I think this is fine. But there's New York. Out the window. There's Manhattan. All right, so we're all waiting. There's my bike, and I actually cut my finger yesterday on a bagel. Trying to cut a New York-style bagel in half because I couldn't eat the whole thing, and I ended up slicing my finger. So I'm dealing with that war wound today. It's not a major player. It doesn't affect my ability to ride. It's just more like I'm a dumbass kind of thing. Anyway, okay, so it should take about 25 minutes. So I'll see you when we get to the other side. Okay, so there's New York. There is One World Trade right there. And the Empire State Building is right up over here. Battery Park is down here. I think that's where we're landing. So this is Lower Manhattan, I think. Actually, you don't see Empire State Building, you just see One World Trade right there. So I enjoyed living in the city. I lived there for like $100 a week or something ridiculous. And I was like, I'm gonna live in New York when I graduate. And then I was like, oh shit, it's like $4,000 a week. I'm gonna go move to Japan. This is the most beautiful day. You cannot get any better than this. That is awesome. This is fun and it's free. Free ferry. So right now I have free parking and free ferry on a Sunday. So we're in Battery Park, so I've got a list of all the places I want to go see, including my old dorm building at the request of my friend that was also an intern that summer. So yeah, I'm just going to ride through the city all day. This is great. I don't know what I can go in, but you know you're in New York when you get a notification that your Apple Watch can pay for the subway just by tapping your wrist on the turnstile. So that's great. Thank you, technology, because when I lived here in 1999, I had actual subway tokens. Okay, so let me get my map together and figure out where I'm going. This Department of Homeland Security. That's always fun. Yeah, it's busy. A lot of people on a Sunday, but I'm glad I'm here on a Sunday and not during the week when it's chaotic. So, okay, let's go right through New York. Okay, so now I'm all in the noise and chaos. So there's the Staten Island Ferry terminal, but we come out on the other side. And there's street food everywhere. I'm gonna stuff my face all day. I want not a street dog. I'm not really into hot dogs right now, but I would rather have a pretzel and some tacos or pizza. I don't know, whatever's good, whatever's New York street food these days. It's been a while. So yeah, okay, so this is Battery Park. So I'm just gonna go walk my bike through until I can get to the bike path and go on through. So I think I'm going to stop at places like Times Square and One World Trade Center and Empire State Building, just kind of ride past them, and then Union Square, Washington Park, and then all the way up the Hudson, past Chelsea Piers, all the way through to Central Park as well. So it's a really fun day of riding. It's only an hour total. It's not very far, but it'll take me a while, hopefully all day. All right, the first stop is Battery Park. You should be able to see the Statue of Liberty down here. They're selling lots of hats. Oh, I should get Harriet something. How am I going to carry everything? Oh, I can put it in. Okay, let me go through. I'm coming back this way. Hopefully the street vendors, well, they're all over the city. I mean, it's like a million thousand ones. So yeah, let me drive. This is van life driving. The older vendors are coming out. So let me ride over to here and go take a look. Yeah, I can't imagine 9/11. Just horrific. I'm not entirely sure where I can ride my bike. I'm in the park riding right now, and I should be okay to ride in the park. I know I have to stay on the bike paths on the road, and I have to stay on the bike paths like designated, like up the Hudson, and yield to pedestrians, stop at stoplights. Okay, so this is World War II. That's what this memorial's for. Okay, I do want to get Harriet a cool hat though, but I don't want to. Okay, let me go just kind of walk around for a bit. This is the Statue of Liberty boat. I think you pay for it. I've been on it back in I've not been to the Statue of Liberty, I think, since 98 or 99. It's kind of like some things, like you go once, you don't need to go again. I love all the noise though, city noise, like a city like this. So much life. They've got so many fruit vendors too. I'm digging some mango, but let me go ask the police where I can ride as well. All right, so I asked the cops and they said yes, you can actually ride a bike in here. I'm gonna get something to drink. I want a chai. Do they have a chai? They don't, they just have food and beer. Oh, these hats are cool. I'm gonna get Harriet a hat. Okay, I'm gonna get her a hat first. All right, let me get out of here because I'm not even literally out of the parking lot. I'm gonna go to the Battery Bike Path, and that should take me to One World Trade Center, which is just right over to my left. All right, this is the start of the bike path. It's just actually the actual path, so just watch out for people that aren't like watching. So they have the right of way, but sometimes they do dart in front of you. Oh, they got ice cream. I'm literally gonna eat so much today. I'm only doing an hour of cycling, but okay, so here's the bike path over here, I do believe. Okay, I want to rollerblade too. I got so many toys in my van, but I'm gonna do biking. So yeah, this is awesome. All right, we're on the bike path. I've never taken a city bike, by the way. I was debating whether I would do that or take my own bike, but I'm clearly doing my own thing. So I'm going to One World Trade Center now. This is awesome. How did I not do this when I lived here? I didn't have a bike or a car, I just used the subway. But I did work. I worked 5 days a week because I was an intern, and I worked for shit pay, like $375 a week. I had no money, and I think it was like $100 a week to live at the dorm. So I was poor, but they did give me free subway tokens, so that was good. And one of the guys selling the tours for the Staten Island tours and all that, or whatever, he's all like, nice bike. This is the Infinity Pond, and if you don't know my story of finding out about 9/11 a year and a half after I lived in New York, I was asleep in Japan and I knew nothing, and it was very, very difficult in 2001 in a foreign country in the very far north when I had no internet, nothing, to get information. And my mom actually ended up videotaping the whole day of the news on CNN, an 8-hour VHS tape, and mailed it to me like a week or two later. But there it is. How they designed it, I mean, the buildings collapsed, and that's what this signifies. And these are all the names of the people that lost their lives in the terrorism. And it's almost 9/11. It's August 27th, which is also my dad's birthday. My dad passed away in 2002. So yeah, we're nearing the 22nd anniversary. So before I leave, one thing that's interesting is every single person standing around this is completely silent. It's emotional. It really is. Okay, so my next stop is going to be Chelsea Piers, where I was going to go ice skating today, but they only have public skate for like an hour and a half. So it's a 16-minute bike ride from One World Trade Center. So I'm going to ride over there, and then I think I'm going to ride up the Hudson bike path and then go into Lower Manhattan, I'm in Lower Manhattan, go into like Greenwich Village, and Washington Park and the NYU campus where I stayed when I lived here. Here's the Chelsea Pier, so it's only 16 minutes from Battery Park, and they have a bunch of stuff. They got the ice rink, but public skates only like an hour and a half today. Just make sure you yield to pedestrians, not this guy. He's like, dude. Anyway, I got yelled at by another cyclist. It's like, welcome to New York. I'm going where I'm supposed to go. Anyway. Okay, now I'm getting into the Greenwich Village area. And I think I'm going to Ansell Bakery. So I think I will stop and have some breakfast. So I think I just go straight. I don't know exactly. Last time I was here, I took the subway down here in 2019. But they also do have an Ansell Bakery at in Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. So the only thing is I can't take my bike in, and so I don't know how long the line's going to be. So maybe I'll just give $10 to someone to get me one. Let me get on the bike path over here. This is great. They've got actual designated bike paths. Tons of city bikes. But yeah, so I'm out of the main crowded area. And yeah, going to Dominique Ansell Bakery. You have to have a cronut if you come here. Forget like New York City pretzels, which I will have as well. I'm just gonna eat all carbs today. I don't care if I have IBS. I don't care if I can't have gluten. It's fucking New York City. So anyway, so yeah, so in the land of one-way streets, which is nice. New York City Fire Museum. I want to go see a fireman. I don't think the Fireman Museum is open today, but I'll see plenty of them here. So I spent a lot of time down this area when I lived here when I was 20, because I didn't have, didn't drink, and obviously I was 20. So this is the Ansell Bakery, but I don't think it was open when I was here 24 years ago. And I want to go in. I have to lock my bike up. And I think the line's pretty long, but it's worth it. All right, I locked my bike up outside. It should be fine. And yeah, let me get in line for this. So this is, that's not a cronut. Wow, the line's long. There's also a garden in the back you can sit in, which is really nice. So I think they're waiting for the restroom, and I'll stand back here. Okay, so I got this cookie shot that has milk inside, and then, it's cream or something. It's warm, it feels really good. And then I got a iced chai tea latte, and I have a cronut. So I'm gonna sit outside if there's room, right by my bike that has not been stolen, so that's good. But this place is fantastic. That's about $20 though, so it's not really economical, but it's worth it. Okay, so I've got the chai, which doesn't have vanilla, even though I wanted vanilla. It's fine, it's iced chai. Actually very good with oat milk. And then I've got the cronuts, which I will now reveal. If you've never had one, you have to get one. So this is the to-go box. And there it is. That just kind of popped out right there. So it's a croissant pastry with, it's a donut, basically. And I think some of these, they have a different style. But I don't think this has anything in it. I think it just has the matcha and the frosting. And it's delicious. So I had a different one when I was here. I have to go back and look at the picture. But this is perfect. So, I mean, I'm going to be riding my bike all day. So, yeah. So there we go. Dominique Ansell Bakery. So I lied. This actually has matcha in it. Okay. So Greenwich Village is a really, really kind of hip, cool area. I used to go to this one little like bookstore that had this room in the back with all kind of mismatched chairs, and we used to watch Woody Allen movies and independent movies and things like that. I used to go over there with one of the interns in my program. So now I'm going to Washington Square, and so that's where people play chess and hang out. So perfect for a Sunday. Everyone's just real chill. And I got yelled at by 3 people now. One old lady that was like crossing the street. I'd already stopped. She's like, "You need to stop." I was like, "Have a nice day, bless your heart," as we say in Texas, which is like, fuck you. This is also Soho, which means south of Houston, although it's spelled the same as Houston. So I'm gonna go, I think I'm going, this is Greenwich Village, I think. I don't know. Is this Greenwich Village? Is this okay. Oh no, I was just wondering which one's Soho and Greenwich Village. Okay, so I came up through Soho, up through Greenwich Village, up into Union Square, which is where I used to live. Of course, the brain is fuzzy. It's different when you take the subway, because you just kind of pop your head out like a gopher. But when you're riding your bike, it's like, oh, I'm going down this road now. All right, I'm in Union Square. And like I said, I'm only riding a total of 1 hour in this whole city, but it's going to take me the whole day. So you can ride your bike through parks. That's what the police said down in Battery Park. Just not on sidewalks. So how am I supposed to get into the park? No, just push it. So lots of vendors. People with suitcases looking for their Airbnb. I don't know. So yeah, this is Washington Park. There's the Arc de Triomphe thing over here and people playing chess. But this is fantastic. It's beautiful. This is so fun. Now it's bringing back memories of like all the times I was so poor living in New York City and I had to find fun free things to do, like sit in a park on a Saturday. So they have lots of vendors, and when I was in Paris, I was somewhere, I had a host. Sorry, this guy was yelling the bunch of bad words. Anyway, so there's a guy feeding pigeons. There should be people playing chess. There's people selling stuff, lots of vendors, ice cream, snow cones, water fountain. Yeah, they used to have all the chessboards set up. I don't know where those are. I think they're over in that other like shaded area. Yeah, when I was in Paris in 2003, the guy selling flowers with a tie. Oh, he's an artist. Poems. That's funny. Yeah, definitely bring lots of cash if you can, so you can tip people and pay for stuff. But anyway, so when I was in Paris, my host was this Bolivian girl that lived in Paris. She's an artist. And we went somewhere and we played like volleyball in the middle of like some like center square kind of thing. It was really cool, like random to play like beach volleyball on the concrete. But anyway, so there's the arch. There's a lot of poets here too with old typewriters. I don't know how much it is to get a poem. I don't know if everybody gets the same poem, but you think that you got your own unique poem. But it's like, my name isn't Sarah. So, all right, so NYU is also here. This is the campus. The city is the campus, as they say. You can also get your portrait drawn on a tote, which would be really cool. But I don't need that. I have nowhere to carry anything, so I should have brought actually my bike packing stuff would have been helpful if I just brought something to put stuff in. But I'll do all my shopping on the way back. I'm going to come back through some sort of part of New York City, but fantastic. So yeah, lots of art. There's some people yelling at some other people over there. The artists are fighting. It happens. Okay, I have a funny feeling my next stop is Times Square because I'm suddenly in the middle of New York City traffic. That's New York City traffic right there, and I'm on this bike path which is on the other side of the road, one-way road. So yeah, so I'm heading up toward 42nd Street, which I think is Times Square. So this is nice. They have the bike path even though they have the pedestrian area. So a couple years ago, maybe a while ago, they changed Times Square to be fully pedestrian. So when I was here in 2019, it was all just blocked off for walking, which was fantastic. Tons of trash though. Seriously, New York City. Come on. So anyway, so yeah, this is it's a farmer's market. Okay, so this is 15th Street. Oh no, next I'm going to Union Square. Maybe that's where I'm at. Okay, yeah, I'm not going up to Times Square yet, because I'm only on 15th Street and Times Square is way up on 42nd. All right, this is great. Again, I don't need anything, but I would love some arepas and some euros. I would love some food and maybe not sushi. I don't know, sushi comes out of the Hudson River here. So I guess bikes stay to the left on the one-way streets, which actually that makes sense because then the drivers can actually see you in their side mirror. Okay, just about 6-7 minutes off, I'm in Union Square. Artists and people playing drums. He's yelling at me. He's like, if you want to take a picture. I'm like, I'm not taking a picture of you. I'm filming everybody. So anyway, why would I donate to him right now if he's going to yell at me like that? That's not cool, dude. Anyway, yeah, so some of these street vendors, like in Washington Square, there were two that were arguing with each other. They get pretty aggressive. I'm like, it's just, I'll donate to someone that you know, is pleasant, not somebody who's going to scream at me. Anyway, they got lots of really cool vendors over here, and then the park is in the middle. So I lived on 14th Street, which I think is down here. I lived at the NYU dorm. The Virgin Records Megastore used to be there, and they had a really good pizza place that was open till like 4 a.m. But I need to figure out, there's a bodega across the street, but now it's all built up, so I don't know. Let me go up here and figure it out. So much life out here, it's great. And a lot of drugs. So a lot of people smoking pot. I don't know which dorm I was in. It's changed so much, but then I was also like, don't remember a lot, so hang on, let me figure it out. All right, the guy said that, why would I want a pussy ashtray? I don't understand what that is. I don't smoke, and I don't really think anyone needs to put a cigarette out in my lady bits. Okay, so this is 14th Street dorm down here. Okay, I think it's down on, okay, so that's, all right, let me figure this out because I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Let me get back on the bike path. This is chaos down here. This is busier than the last place I was at. So NYU dorm, it was 14th Street I lived on though, because right across the street was the bodega that I go shopping at. All right, this is the farmer's market. It smells amazing. All the food, looks like it's all Asian food too. Or maybe there's a festival going on, I don't know. But there's more food down there. Funnel cake, which I just had at Cronuts. So funnel cake is no longer my favorite fried pastry. Yeah, this is Madhouse. So let me go down one more block and come back around on 14th Street. I'm pretty sure my dorm is on, it was on 14th. I don't think it's all the way down in NYU. It was an NYU dorm, but it wasn't literally like right on the campus. They have lemonade. Lemonade is fantastic. And all these people are waiting for something. This is so fun. Okay, so I spoke to this like security guard for NYU. So NYU is all of this. This is all NYU. These are all dorms. So he said that there's Palladium and U-Haul. And U-Haul, not like the company U-Haul, but like, what are you doing, dude? What? All right. What a dumbass. Anyway. I do not know what's wrong with people. Anyway, so, all right, so I'm gonna walk up this, just this street up to 14th. So he said there's Palladium and U-Haul and University Hall. So I think University Hall is where we lived because it sounded like I remember we had a really bland name. It was nothing like really too exciting. So, okay, this is like nuts. I love it. I've been in like middle of nowhere, isolated nature, and then I'm like, you know, punched in the face with a city. So, but it was just such a good time in my life. So anyway, this is 13th. Let me ride up to 14th. Okay, I'm on 14th Street and 3rd. I think we lived in this dorm. That's NYU. I don't know the name of this dorm. I think that was it because the pizza place is right there, and I think that's the same pizza place that we used to go to. And now it's a Trader Joe's under it. There used to be a Virgin Records Megastore. So I think that's it. I think that's where we lived. All right, so University Hall is this one. So we lived on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We lived on the 10th floor, and then my friend lived on a different floor. And then in the basement, they had the workout room with the pianos where he would play because he was doing internship for music, and I was doing internship at newspapers. But all these are dorms for NYU. And that's it. That's where we lived. So yeah, so that pizza place was the one we went to because it was on the corner. And there we go. And the Virgin Records Megastore, I think that's where Best Buy is over there. I saw Harry Connick Jr. and Jennifer Lopez. Those are the 2 stars. But that's where what that used to be. And there we go. And there's a bodega across the street. All right, now I know where I am. All right, we're good. I can move on with my day. All right, I got a 7-minute ride. One World Trade Center is behind me. They got lots and lots of stuff. If I had the ability to carry anything right now, I'd probably buy something. I mean, I have my backpack, but I have to drink some more water. And I don't know where the next bathroom is, so this is great. There's some things Harriet would like, but this stuff is here all the time, every day, all day, non-stop. But I would like some lemonade, fresh lemonade. So these are smoothies. I don't want a smoothie, I'd like lemonade. Anyway, this is fun. At least I'm not getting yelled at for walking my bike like I did on Bourbon Street. I'm like, really? You can like, you know, flash your boobs in Bourbon Street, but you can't, you know, walk your bicycle through it. Okay, so yeah, just gonna go straight up. I'm gonna get back over to the bike path. Right over here. People are just jaywalking like crazy and there's police everywhere. Okay, I'm now on 34th Street, like the Miracle on 34th Street. There's Macy's and the Empire State Building should be right there. I think that's it. It's just chaotic here. It's great though, amazing day, perfect weather. So now I'm going to just walk my bike because the bike path is not on this road. Actually, you can ride on all the roads, just make sure you go on one-way streets the correct way. I have like a couple, you know, almost head-on collisions with other cyclists. A lot of e-bike people, which is fine, except, you know, just don't go so fast. So, anyway, all right, I am craving a pretzel, but not yet. It's about 1 o'clock, I think. So yeah, so let's see. So I am right here, 6th Avenue and Broadway. And there's the Empire State Building, New York Public Library, Grand Central Terminal. So I've been to all these places because I used to go to work through the terminal, take the train to Reader's Digest in Pleasantville. And no, everything wasn't in black and white. New York Public Library I've been to many times. And the Empire State Building I've been to a few times. So I don't need to go in anything. I just want to come over. The Harry Potter exhibition, that's so funny. How is it still relevant, people? Anyway, the actual London Harry Potter is like a mile from my childhood home in England, which is not actually in London. But anyway, so yes, I'm just walking through, and then yeah, just go check it out. There's the there it is. I believe that's it. Okay, it is a production to lock up my bike just so I can go in this gift shop here. So I'm gonna get some presents and t-shirts for myself. So let's go in. Well, this is cool. They've got a bicycle magnet, a Statue of Liberty, and I love New York. So I think I'll get a license plate to go with my theme of license plates. All right, now I'm on Broadway. So this is 42nd Street. So they've got all the shows, the on Broadway, off Broadway, and off Broadway. So, you know, you gotta start somewhere. So now I'm going down to Times Square, and this is the last in-city. I'm thoroughly exhausted right now. It is the last in-city thing, and then I head up to Central Park, ride a loop of Central Park, and then go back down the Hudson Bikeway, all the way back to Staten Island, and that should put me in about 5 or 6 o'clock. So this is great. So yeah, so very crowded. People are pretty good about staying in their lane. But anyway, yeah, this is it. This is Times Square right here. I rode my bike all the way up there. Fancy that. It literally looks like no one's here. It's actually very busy. There's all the people behind me. All right, let's go walk through Times Square and then get the hell out of here up to the park. So everyone's taking pictures, but you can stand on this podium and take a photo right there. So I'm not gonna get my bike up on it. This is a cool little cafe right here. Very fancy. Yeah, it's still a shithole. You know, it's still Times Square, but that's really cool. What just an epic ride today, you know? It's like, you gotta live, people. It's a great time to be alive. All right, I'm disappointed on the gifts. I haven't found a good long sleeve t-shirt. I don't want a baseball shirt, and I don't want anything like that. So this is Broadway. I've only ever seen one Broadway show, and that was Rent. I saw the opening, I think it was the opening week or something when I was in college. But this is crazy. I'm like the only one with a bicycle. I'm not riding it, obviously, but I thought this was like a pedestrian. Maybe it's further up as maybe it's on certain days or in the evenings or something that they close it off to pedestrians. But anyway, let me cross over. I will get a New York pretzel at some point. But anyway, let me get on the bike path. Central Park. So I think there's a funeral. There's a bunch of police lined up. I don't know, or maybe they just hang out here in Central Park. I have no idea. I mean, there's been some horrific attacks in Central Park. I don't know what parts of the park, but I'm sticking to the outside. And I would love a lemonade. I don't care if I get dysentery at this point. I need something cold to drink. So anyway, I don't think, oh okay, the bike path's on one side of the road. All right, so this is Central Park. Actually, this is Columbus Circle. There used to be the Amish bakery. I don't know if it's still here, but I used to get bread here once a week and then eat it all before giving it to my roommates. Anyway, so yeah, this is Columbus Circle. I think I need to go this way. Okay, so I need to go this way to get on the bike path to go around it over to Central Park. So Central Park is right over here. This is fantastic. What a fun idea that I had. Yay me. Well done me. Okay, here's food. Let me get a lemonade while I'm here. All right, so I've got a 6.1 mile loop and then I connect back to the Hudson, Hudson Park bike path down to Battery Park, and I'm done for the day. That's it. So you can also take a pedicab and rent bikes for Central Park, which is great. And then, yeah, so goodbye Columbus Circle, hello Central Park. Hopefully a little bit more peace and quiet. It is truly amazing. You can go from chaos to nice and peace and quiet. They also have John Lennon Park, because he was shot and killed in New York. And so I've been to it before. I think it's at the north end of the park. I don't know. You can also take a horse and carriage, or you can walk or run, or what I used to do was rollerblade. That was fun. That was crazy. They used to do like Wednesday nights here, like rollerblading. Some guy dressed as RoboCop was on it one time. I was like, what the hell? Welcome to the 90s. Okay, so I'm on the actual bike path and running path. So that's what this is taking me on right down here. Okay, this is fine. All right, 6.1 miles later. See you later. There we go, no hands. Riding through New York City. I'm looking like a big dork. Okay, I'm done with that. That was good. So now I'm gonna find the way to go to the Hudson bike path. So I think it's down here. And this is great. Okay, so that was 6 miles. I didn't really film much. There's a lot of elevation gain. So let me figure out. I think this is this Columbus Circle. Okay, so yeah, so from here I have to go west and then go down the west side of Manhattan. So there we go. That was fun. That didn't take very long at all, actually. It was 6 miles. It probably took me about 25 minutes. But let me get out of here. Okay, so let's just go back to Battery Park, get back on the Staten Island ferry, get a pretzel to eat on the way and go home. And then I'm gonna head into, I think, Delaware or New Jersey, but I think I'm gonna go see my dad down in East Brunswick at the cemetery. All right, I'm back on the Hudson bike path and I'm on 56th Street, 54th Street, and I got off on this around 6th Street. So, or maybe a little bit, yeah, I think 6th Street, because it was like World Trade Center. So, anyway, okay, free public kayaking. That's what I'd like to do, but I have no upper body strength right now. Actually, I'm quite tired. Anyway, so yeah, I'm back on the west side of town. So I cycled back, probably got about 6-7 miles to get back to Battery Park. It's great. So I've done over 20 miles so far. I highly recommend renting a bike or bringing your bike and cycling through New York City. It's super easy. Bring a heavy duty lock like I have and just have fun. I forgot the Intrepid is here. I've been on that before. Really, really cool. Big ass boat. I have made it back to Battery Park and I'm going to find myself a pretzel or an ice cream or a lemonade or all three. Okay, I'm gonna get on the ferry. All right, to get back on the ferry, we go to the bicycle boarding area and then the drug dog will come by. So got my food, got my pretzel.